Prime Minister Narendra Modi will chair an all-party meeting today on the prevailing situation in Kashmir. The meeting will be an opportunity for the parties to discuss all the aspects of the problem candidly and suggest viable solutions. Earlier, Rajya Sabha adopted a unanimous resolution to maintain peace and unity in the region. Home Minister Rajnath Singh has said that the rising incidents of Dalit atrocities are a challenge before the society and government is committed to prevent it and empower the Dalits through socio-economic development. Replying to a 5-hour-long discussion in the Lok Sabha, Singh sought cooperation of all political parties and the state governments in this regard. Meanwhile, Information and Broadcasting Minister Venkaiah Naidu cautions against politicization of the issue. Today is the last day of monsoon session of Parliament. In this session, several important bills, including the historic GST and maternity benefit bills, were passed during the 20-day-long session. Strongly rebuffing Pakistan on Kashmir, India said that it has no local stand in the matter and its attempt to internationalize the issue will not whitewash cross-border terrorism supported by it. External Affairs Ministry spokesperson Vikas Swarup said this while responding to a question on Pakistan Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif writing to the UN Secretary General and UN High Commissioner for Human Rights. Another shocking example of worsening law and order situation in Uttar Pradesh, senior BJP leader Brijpal Teotia was shot at and critically injured in Ghaziabad. More than 100 rounds fired from automatic weapons at the leader's car. Teotia was rushed to a hospital in Noida where his condition is said to be serious. As part of Independence Day celebrations, Defence Minister Manohar Parrikar will inaugurate Bharat Parv festival at India Gate today. The prime objective of organising the event is to generate a patriotic mood, promote the rich cultural diversity of the country and to ensure wider participation of the general public. At least 4 workers were killed and many others injured in a blast at an explosive-making factory at Shivpura town in Chittorgarh district of Rajasthan. The casualty figure could go up as the explosion occurred in a 3-story building which left a 100 feet deep pit. The reason of the explosion was yet to be ascertained. Moderate to heavy rains lashed several parts of Himachal Pradesh, causing a marginal fall in day temperatures. The rain triggers landslide, blocking roads and disrupting traffic in the interior areas and also damaged water supply pipelines at some places. Link roads were blocked in the interior areas of Chamba, Sirmaur, Kangra, Bilaspur districts due to landslides. In China, at least 21 people were killed and 5 others injured in a pipeline explosion in central China. The blast occurred when a high-pressure steam pipe burst at a power company facility in Hubei province. Most casualties were caused by the blast of steam triggered following the explosion. Authorities haven't released details about what caused the explosion. In Thailand, 2 bombs exploded in the seaside resort of Hua Hin, killing 1 woman and injuring 19 people. Police said the explosions happened ahead of public holiday on Friday to mark the birthday of Queen Sirikit. The second bomb exploded near a bar, killing a Thai woman and injuring 8 foreigners. Police are investigating and as yet do not know the motive or the identity of the bombers. In Syria, Russian airstrikes on the ISIS bastion of Raqqa killed at least 30 people, including civilians and jihadists. The Syrian Observatory for Human Rights said 10 raids hit the city and its outskirts, wounding at least 70 others. The raids comes a day after the ministry said it would halt fire around Aleppo for 3 hours each day to allow humanitarian aid in. Libyan forces engaged in renewed clashes with Islamic State militants in Sirte a day after capturing a convention complex that had been a symbol of the militant group's authority in the city. Forces aligned with Libya's UN-backed government seized the convention center and several other key sites, advancing into areas that had been fought over for weeks. Michael Phelps won gold in the 200-meter men's individual medley, dominating the field and teammate Ryan Lochte for the win. The gold was his 4th straight gold in Rio de Janeiro and 23rd overall. He's the first swimmer in Olympic history to win his first 4 events in the pool at a single game. Despite losing to Netherlands, Indian men's hockey team enters quarterfinals, reaches knockout stage for the first time in 36 years. Badminton star Saina Nehwal and PV Sindhu win their opening matches. Mixed double pair of Sania Mirza and Rohan Bopanna begin their campaign with a win against the Australian pair. India still in search of its first medal at Rio. Women archers Deepika and Bombalia Devi crash out in the pre-quarterfinals. Women hockey team loses to USA. Boxer Shiv Thapa also crashes out in first round.